Good morning, Brother Anthony, Mark, Vinney, and ladies that watch, or Karen, Sharon, and Cynthia. And I'm sure there are others, and I know there's other brothers that watch too. Um, I may or may not have met you. But each day I come on and I do a little encouraging words that I like these words because I hear the voice of Jesus in these words. And they're all Bible centered. Um, and in fact, the Bible quotes Bible passages today that these words are inspired out of come from Matthew 1, verse 21, 23, John 10, verse 10, and Acts 2, verse 28. And so here's the encouraging words today, brothers and sisters. The words say this: I am with you for all time and throughout eternity. Praise God, huh? That's what the Lord said. All time and throughout eternity. We were just reading that this morning in our little Sunday gathering in Matthew 18, I think it was. It was after his resurrection. He would be with us to the end of the age, which is the end of time. Don't let the familiarity of that concept numb its impact on your consciousness. My perpetual presence with you can be a continual source of joy, springing up and flowing out in streams of abundant life. Let your mind reverberate with meanings of my names: Jesus, the Lord, saves, and Emmanuel, God with us. Strive to remain conscious of my presence even in your busiest moments. Talk with me about whatever delights you, whatever upsets you, whatever is on your mind. These tiny steps of daily discipline, taken one after the other, will keep you close to me on the path of life. Praise God, huh? What beautiful words. And those Bible passages from Matthew 1, verse 21, 23. She will give birth to a son, and you ought to give him the name Jesus, because he will save his people from their sins. The virgin will be with child and will give birth to a son, and they will call him Emmanuel, which means God with us. And from John 10, verse 10. The thief does not come except to steal and to kill and to destroy. I have come that they may have life, and that they may have it more abundantly. From Acts 2, verse 28. You have made known to me the paths of life. You will fill me with joy in your presence. Praise God. Huh? You know, more time you take during a day. And, you know, I have my moments that I have, you know, this morning I've got to come down to this community room where we had our little gathering this morning. At 1 o'clock. There'll be 2 people running for city council. They're seeking votes. I don't think they've ever held the position. And I'm going to help try to encourage people to vote for them. To get change, you have to change. It's kind of like relates right into the Bible. You know, you have 2 sources. You have the devil and you have Jesus. Okay, so maybe in your life, as I know in my life before I met the Lord and came to the Lord and believed in the Lord, I was basically not believing in the devil, but I was acting for the devil. And I didn't even know it, as most people don't. He's a sly, very sly, powerful entity. And but when God puts his mark, his name on you, then the devil has no power over you. And God will teach you. He will show you all about life. And some of it, it may upset you. You know, it may say, well, gee, I'm so used to doing it this way. What do you mean I have to do it that way? And but you have to. But the thing is that God is always with us. Um, when I talk to people and they say, well, if God were here, I know they definitely don't know Jesus. They may know the name. They definitely haven't had an experience with Jesus, because if they had, they wouldn't say, if God were here, because God is here. Okay? When Jesus died on the cross and the curtain in the temple was torn from top to bottom, God was no longer separated from man. God was with man in spirit, but there, and is still here today with each and every person. It's just they don't take time. They don't set themselves any time to be holy, because holy doesn't mean that you're such a goody-goody two-shoes. That's not what holy is. Holy is set aside for sacred use. And when you give God back the time that he's given you to live, and you give it back for his use, you're acting in a holy manner. You've set yourself, your being, aside from the world to be holy and used by God. Very pleasing to God. If more people did this, a lot of the things in the world wouldn't happen, or he could change them. Because by setting yourself aside, you're also giving him permission. You're giving up your free will that he gave you back to him and saying, you take charge of this, Lord. You do what you want. I'll just be your branch. Then he can do such wonderful, powerful miracles. People know there's miracles happening every day. Every day. But it's, and some people want it, oh, I want it faster. No. It's got to be God's time. When you said, when you're going to do something, you can't, if you're going to try to control the situation, then you're not giving the control of it to somebody else. And if that person doesn't move, you don't approve at the speed they move, well, then you probably won't want to be with them. But God, he doesn't act fast. Okay? Look at how long, it's been 2015 years since Jesus died. And there was loads of precursors of Jesus way before that, way back to Genesis, to beginning of everything. Okay? And, of course, you're going to have your people that definitely don't believe in any of this. But you just pray for them. And keep being the example God needs you to be, so that you can have an influence on those people. Will they listen? Probably not. But there's always a possibility that they might. That something that's happening that Christians are doing will strike them, and they will come to know Jesus. They will be led to Jesus by that incident, by those people, by that act. That's how disciples, and we need to have more disciples, more people working, willing to show their love and support for Jesus. All right, gang, I got to go up and get ready to go to this meeting, and got some other things I got to do today. I got to work on some music. I got to go pick up my equipment. The world has stepped in and go, I want you. But I'll also while I'm doing those things, I'm always talking to the Lord, or try to always talk to the Lord while I'm doing all those things. That's even better, because then he can help you with those things, okay? Always keep in touch with the Lord each day, every moment of your day. That is to pray ceaselessly, okay? And that's what the Bible tells us to do. All right. Peace, brothers and sisters. Love you. Bye-bye.